Hey guys, welcome back. It's that lady who teaches art, and I got a lot of requests for how to draw a horse. So today we're going to draw a horse similar to this, and the really awesome thing about this is I also got a couple requests for how to draw a unicorn, and we could just add a horn to this and make this horse into a unicorn. So this is what we're going to try to end up with, but let's start with a blank piece of paper. And since I know a lot of us are just stuck at home and we might not have all of our art supplies, today I'm just using paper and a pencil. And we're going to start with two light circles that these are going to end up getting erased in the end, but we're going to put two circles next to each other to make the body of the horse. So just kind of two sketchy circles because these are going to become the body and we don't need to see them all the way. So you can see I did them really light. Now I'm going to connect these into kind of an oval, and there's the base for my horse body. From there, I'm going to start about at the top of this circle. Those of you who know your analog clocks, we'd say this is like at 12 o'clock or midnight. So I'm going to go up with my outside line for my tail, and then I'm going to swoop down and out for that nice horse tail. Okay, from where this clock starts, or this circle, I should say, starts, we're going to come up and we're going to curve out for the mane, and then we're going to draw a line through this circle. Notice where I'm at on the circle. I'm not up at the top. I'm not way down at the side. I'm just doing a diagonal line up. Okay, and then from the bottom of this circle, we're going to draw in our first leg. These are going to just be nice, sketchy lines. And at the bottom, there's just like a little bit of a corner because the hoof of the horse looks a little different. That might be a little long as I'm looking at it. I'm going to go back and try again. That's the great thing about art is that the first line we make, my favorite artist, Robert Motherwell, says the first line we make is often wrong, but we have to make a line before we can tell if it's right or wrong. Okay, from there, we are going to add in our face. So let's start from right here. We're going to come down and then we're going to swoop in and make a rounded part at the bottom and then swoop up and kind of hook back just a little bit. From where this line crossed here, I'm going to go up for the mane, and I'm just going to I'm going to follow this line right around. Just a guideline for my mane, so this one, again, is not very dark. Nothing I'm doing yet is very dark. And then I'm going to come and add the front leg here. I want to give it some space from the face, and I want the leg to come off of my first circle here. He's going to go over just about as far as he goes down this line, and then he's going to hook back. Okay? From back here, we need to add to our tail. We're just making this a light guideline for the bottom of the tail. And then right from where that tail met that circle, we're going to give ourselves a line for this back leg. So it's going to come down, and then it's going to hook up and around, come down again, and then hook back. All right, we're getting there. Next, we are going to finish off this leg. So this leg is going to start up into the circle, and it's going to come back at an angle. And then this is going to be kind of like the little knee of the horse right here. Notice I'm a good distance away from that line right there. Now I'm going to follow this line down, come past it, and then I'm going to make the hoof down here. The hoof is a little bit rounded on the bottom, and then it can be flat in the front. All right, now we can get rid of this part of the circle because we don't need that anymore. And we're going to draw the other leg. The other leg is connected on the back side of the horse, so I don't see it until it starts under the belly. So we're going to bring it right about there. It's going to be rounded and then kind of a curve right there. And then it's going to go flat. And then another little hook right there. Okay, and then from the front of the circle, I'm going to bring that leg like this, and then down, and then he's just going to continue right there. The hoof can be about right there, something like that. All right, I'm going to get rid of the lines that I don't need. Let's see, I kind of need a different line for the bottom of my horse, don't I? Come maybe like that. I'm going to get rid of these lines I don't need now. All right. You know what? We should add a little eye for our horse. Let's go back and find where his eye is going to be. It's going to be under the hook, so not even with that, under that. And a lot of times we just draw eyes as like a circle or an oval. This time I'm going to encourage you to think of a different shape. This is going to be almost like a triangle, flat on the top, a little bit curved, and then like that. And then down here we're going to add a little nostril. All right, from this line up, let's do a little swoop of hair out. And then let's add to our mane. Our mane does not, this looks a little too perfect right now, doesn't it? So let's come back and we're going to just do little triangles that go out and come back. Okay. And then we can add just some details in there. We'll get rid of the guideline that we had around that. Definitely want him to look more realistic without that guideline. Okay, we can get rid of this line now. And we can get rid of, we just want his neck to come down a little bit. Let's see. Let's continue his face right here. And then we want his neck just to come down a little bit onto his body, but not this far. So we're going to get rid of that. All right, then his head's going to come down. And then his back's going to start. So we're going to get rid of these. And then we're going to go and do the details on our mane as well, or our tail as well. And then let's do, all right. Come back and add to the hoof right here. And then, let's see, I like that line. It's pretty good. This needs to continue because this is his tummy. We don't see this part of the leg because it's on the other side, so we need to get rid of that. And then let's work on this leg here. So this leg starts up in the body, so we do want that line up there. And then we want to have a little hoof right here. So we're going to go flat across, up and kind of back. And then we're just going to draw this line. And it's going to come all the way up to the body. We don't need this line there anymore, but we do need a line for our hoof right here. Oh, guys, we're getting there. Okay, we're going to connect to that. And then I'm trying to decide if I want this to be the top of the leg or the bottom of the leg. I think I did it a little wrong. That's okay. That's why we did it in pencil. So let's shorten this up just a little bit. And then we'll come back. Now I'm liking this better. Okay, we're going to follow that line, equidistant away, and then go up. And then we can go back to there. Now, we don't want to see this line in here. But we do want to see this line, so we're going to darken that up. This hoof needs a little definition. Oh, you guys, I'm still not liking this. I'm going to work on this a little bit more. Let's see. I want it to come down maybe a little bit. It looks a little skinny up there. And then over. Looking better. Okay. And then just darken up the lines you want to keep. Erase the ones you don't. We're going to draw a horizon line. Because the horse is not floating. Well, unless you're going to add wings and make it a Pegasus. And then remember, you're going to either shade above or below that line so that it looks like you have a background. In real life, we don't just see a white line that separates the sky from the ground. We see different shades. And then if you want to go ahead and make this a unicorn, right from the top here, you're just going to bring out the horn. And then I know a lot of you like that horn to have swirls. So we're just going to kind of make those angled. If you want to shade them, I'd love it if some of you guys had colors at home. Remember, I'm trying to do this for everybody, so I'm just using pencil, just in case kids don't have those at home. But there we have our horse. If you shaded your bottom, it might look like that. All right, I can't wait to see yours.